one of the ones said I was messy. Say, you don't mess with me no more.
But not over that.
No, but I'm just trying to figure out, help me understand messy.
Well, how deep we going?
No, as deep as
how deep are we going?
As deep as your explanation need to explain.
Because I don't put, when you have, I think that people were coming on this show, I think after the Cat Williams interview.
Yes.
Which was congratulations.
Thank you.
But after that, I think people were coming with a certain agenda.
Who?
Different guests.
I don't think anybody came and aired anybody out.
I think people were coming to get some shit off shortly after that.
You know, I had Monique was the only one. A lot of what Monique had said, Monique had already said. Monique, the Lee Daniels, the Oprah, the Steve Harveys, the Kevin Hart, that wasn't the first time she said that. So let me ask you a question. So when people go on Oprah's show and they tell Oprah things that probably nobody else knew, is Oprah messy?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
She's not messy.
Why?
She's creating the space. She's creating the space to hear something that we've never heard before.
So I'm not doing that.
You know what it came off like with you, Shannon? I'll be honest with you. Because Oprah's been here for my entire life doing shit. With you, I'll use the example of music. Sometimes when Funkmaster Flex would get on the radio and drop all these bombs about a song.
Yeah.
New song.
Right.
And not play some of the veterans' music. Like the veterans would feel like, you 50 years old.
Right.
You're not getting in your car when you off work to put on MC Little Bubba like you pumping up on the radio.
Yeah.
So sometimes it was coming off like, okay, we know Shannon Sharpe. We know Shannon Sharpe from football. I don't think Shannon Sharpe give a about some of the mess that would come up. Some of it.
But see, here's the thing. For me, and this was very strategic, and when I was at Fox, they didn't want me to interview a lot of the people that weren't sports related. I said, but in order for me to grow this platform, I'm going to have to interview people other than sports.
You got to.
So I got to interview comedians. I got to interview celebs. I got to interview influencers in order to grow. So plus, at the end of the day, like you said, it's entertainment. I had no idea that so many people, I understand the comedic space is very competitive. Most areas are competitive. The tech space, the whatever the space may be. But I didn't know. Cat peeled it away. They got upset at me because Cat told his story. If you go back and listen, Cat says, I came here because you allow a safe space for people to tell their stories. Uninterrupted. Now, if I wanted to be messy, I can show you some DMs. Well, let me come on and air this guy out. Let me tell you about what athlete I'm messing with. If I wanted to be messy. But that ain't what we do. I tell CJ all the time, I say, CJ, look at this. Nah, we're not going there. Somebody said this about me. I said, nah, you can go on somebody else's platform. As a matter of fact, I said, go to Joe. I said, Joe, I said, but I can't do that. So if I was going to be messy, Joe, wouldn't I take that approach?
Shit, don't tell them come to me and be messy. Don't tell them come to me.
Yeah.
I like to be messy behind these people's backs.
Nah, hell nah.
I don't want to just open up the platform for that type of shit. And also that, to what you're saying, right? Like, I'm not mad at a little healthy mess.
No, I don't do that.
A little healthy mess. Oh, please, you don't do that. If you don't knock it off, you definitely do that.
I don't do that.
You definitely do that.
I allow a safe space like Oprah. They call me Bropra.
Oh.
They call me Bopra.
Bopra.
Yeah.
So listen here, Joe. Are you trying to get married or you just like what's going on?
No.
That's healthy. That is a healthy mess. It's healthy mess.
I was like, Joe, you ever
It's a volleyball serve. And typically, people be here, they done had a few of these. Well, Shannon, you know what? She did say something about marriage the other day, but this is how I really feel.
I give you a prime example. G Herbo. He came on, talked about his girl. He said, man, you know what? Now that you're talking about it, hell, I'm thinking about going home and getting on the knee right now. What happened?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Too, by the way.
But
Congratulations.
see, I guess I was being messy with that.
Nah, it can be. It can be messy. again, pardon me for a minute.
Go ahead, you good? But so I wanted to get that because I didn't know how to get to it. Because I wanted
healthy mess. Healthy man. Entertaining, lighthearted, nobody's hurt, just friendly, hey, toss this up there and see what happens. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I don't look at that as mess. I like to be called Oprah. I just like to provide a safe space. And I think the thing is, Joe, the biggest thing is that when people come on, no matter what has transpired in their lives, I feel you can tell your story without its most salacious detail. You've been in this thing 20, 30, 40 years. Whatever your most embarrassing moment is, we ain't got to mention it. And you can still tell your story and be who you are.
That's a fact. I agree with that.
And so that's
I agree with that.
A lot of times people like Gary Owens. I didn't know Gary Owens was going to share all that he said. I had no idea. And then people get mad. Man, you made the man seem, how?
Yeah. I'm with you.
I'm
with you.
I'm like, well, damn. So what am I say, you do realize a conversation. Anytime you tell me, say, hey man, dude tried to run me over. Oh, really? You really do? Well, I didn't get the guy. I get the guy's side that tried to run you over. So theoretically, that's gossip. You say that's one side. Anytime it's one-sided, it's gossip.
Yeah.
So in other words, Joe, what you're saying today, that anybody that comes on the platform and the other person that he or she is talking about is not there to refute or corroborate that story, it is what? Gossip. Okay.
Gossip.
Okay. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Then now y'all hear, that's the podfather talking.
Yeah.
He been in this thing much longer than I have.
Yeah, no.
I got 5 years in the game, about to be 6 in July. He been in this thing for like 20.
But when you go get the other side, it could be viewed as messy.
But that's the point.
Just so we clear.
Man.
There's never a world in this thing where somebody is not going to allege something about you if you're doing this properly.
Right.
There's that part of it too. Like, whatever model is successful, there is somebody out there that thinks otherwise or has something to say about how it's being done. That's just a fact.
Joe, the thing is with Cat, do you know how long I tried to get Cat? Because I wanted to get Cat a long time because I thought he was Money Mike and the Pimp Chronicles. I was like, man, it's never going to happen because Cat, he's not going to be on this side of town and Cat don't like to fly. Cat take the tour bus.
No, you do. See, and that's why you got to trust God. The timing of that. I had Cat during COVID and during a movie promo where he had the publicist standing next to him and just and he was still awesome. Don't get me wrong. It was during COVID, so it was via Zoom.
Yeah.
You had him where y'all could get to what y'all needed to really get to.
But and the lady, I'm going off the elevator. I had never seen this lady before in my life, Joe. She said, hey, how you doing, Shannon? I said, do I know you, ma'am? She's like, no. She's like, told me her name. She said, what are you doing here? I said, my attorney is here. I mean, he's been here. She said, I didn't know that. She said, today I'm leaving. Today my last day of work. I said, well, congratulations. Hope you get something great. I said, if you don't mind me doing, what are you going to do? She tells me what she's going to do. And I was like, man, I've been trying to get Cat for 2 years. She said, oh, really? Okay. I ain't think nothing else about it. Left it alone just like that. That was a Friday. The following Friday, Cat sitting on the couch across from me. Now, you asked me when we started, man, how many cue cards you got? I had another 30 minutes to go. I said, man, CJ, my producer. I said, we wrapped. Cat said, we done? I was like, yeah, I think we got everything. He's like, you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm done.
He knew what was going
on. No, Joe. So CJ looking at the back, and CJ shaking his head. I said, oh man, we done messed up. I was like, let me take this mic back off. I said, what happened? He said, Shannon, you gonna break the end? I say,
we had it.
Really?
CJ say, we had it.
Joe,
I know what that's like.
Joe, I had no idea though, Joe, because I'm sitting there,
because you in it.
Yes.
You in it.
Yes.
You in it. You don't even know what just happened.
No.
You just working, you got it done. They get to see it different.
they're
They
looking
get to
at.
see it different.
I'm saying, see, he said, no. He said, Shannon, this is gonna break the. He said, Shannon, they're gonna talk about this forever. I said, you think so, CJ? He said, yeah.
The foresight in it, just the prophet he was able to be. Like, he started that year off with shit that, even if you thought that it sounded crazy, I mean, a cat is cat, highly intelligent.
He's
highly
very,
intelligent, well-read,
Yes.
so he know what he's saying. But even if you thought he was crazy a little bit, the way that year played out, I was like,
Joe,
oh my Lord.
Do you know how hard it was to book guests? I ain't coming on after Cat. I was like, bro, it's the only person was what's their
Country Wayne.
Country Wayne. Country Wayne said, I'll come.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before two something.